Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Pass the Scoreboard. It's Gianluca.
And I'm Justin, and we're going to be talking about the knockout stage of the World Baseball Classic. It just ended. As of right now, today is March 19th. So the final was 2 days ago, but we're going to quickly run through, um, I guess, all seven games. So the four quarterfinals, two semifinals, and that
And it
thriller of
was,
a final.
and it was a
Oh,
great tournament.
I,
Um,
I, I think this is the best tournament that they've
yeah,
thrown
for
out.
sure. I think this is the one where the players look like they care the most. And I
Yeah,
just
and
hope that
just
that
sorry.
yeah, I just hope that like the MLB baseball can like continue this momentum and like get all the top guys to play. Enough with this whole visa insurance bullshit because like it's stupid. I understand.
Listen, let the kids play.
Yeah,
Let
it is.
kids play.
It is just dumb, that whole thing, but whatever. All right, so yeah, let's go break it down. We'll start with the quarters. What was the first quarterfinal game?
The
It
first one
was,
was half of my people, so
oh,
South
so
Korea,
Korea
the
versus
Dominican
the
Republic.
Dominican Republic. I don't remember anything
Uh,
from that game, I'll be
to
honest.
be honest,
Oh, because that's the game that finished like 10 to nothing. No,
yeah, that was the only game in the
Mercy.
knockout stage that finished in a mercy rule.
Good job,
Um,
Korea.
I hate to say it, but it was also the shortest game. It was less than 2.5 hours, which is crazy because like every other game has been upwards of three or more. So, to be quite honest, it was not pretty. That's
I don't remember anything that happened in that game. Was that the game that Tatis
I
hit the two home runs?
Yeah, that and then Austin Wells hit a walk-off home
Okay, yeah.
run
So
because it was like 7-0, and then it became what are my brightnesses? It was like 7-0, and then it became uh then it became 10-0 with one swing. So Hyunjin Ryu, our boy, did not have a good
um,
outing to
y-
say the least.
yeah. And so for Korea's perspective, what would they like take away from this tournament? Was it a success? Do you think it was a success? Was it a failure?
You know,
Or
it's
neutral?
weird. I'd say neutral because Korea's weird in the sense where they either are unreal or they're just shit. You
Wasn't
know
it
what I
their
mean?
first time getting out of the knockout rounds? Sorry, getting to the knockout round since like 2009.
Exactly. Like
So
that's sometime. Like last time, like in 2023, they didn't for sure. Um, yeah, they disappointed a lot of people. Honestly, they kind of I mean, I don't know if I would say they disappointed in this year's tournament, but like
they almost beat Japan.
they did. But you can, but they blew it to
But
Taipei
they
for
didn't,
sure.
but yeah, but they didn't. So
So
um,
but I mean, you know what? Like anytime you get out, I think this tournament is so hard that anytime you get out, you get to the knockout stage, I think you're just grateful for it. But they can definitely do better than a 10-0, 10-0 mercy rule.
yeah,
But
so
that Dominican team was unreal.
that was the first game. Uh, at that
The
point,
second one is, sorry, go ahead.
at that point, we thought the Dominican was unbeatable.
Yeah,
So yeah,
until
we'll
some
get to
things
that.
changed.
We'll get to that
Yeah,
later. Okay.
it'll get there real soon.
Second game was Canada, our boys against America, in what could have been type of game.
Unfortunately, we were both wrong. I
We
know we
both,
had to.
yeah, we did both pick Canada. Okay, let's be honest. That was from the heart. That wasn't really from the head.
Yeah, no, that was from the heart. Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I mean, you know what? At some point, though,
they looked
they
good.
uh,
It
they
was
looked pretty.
that
Yeah,
damn. What was it? The sixth inning that they had
yeah.
runners on
I
second and
the
third.
the seventh inning.
Oh, seventh, they had runners on second
Yeah,
and third with nobody out. And then David Bednar came in and did David Bednar things.
I was gonna say David Bednar did his thing where he allows like the first two runners to reach and then just strikes out the side. I don't understand it. He gives every United States fan a heart attack and Yankees fan because that's what he pitches for. But like,
He's the one he's on, he's one of the best
yeah,
relievers.
oh, absolutely.
So yeah, what else happened from that game? Bo Naylor hit that home run,
Oh yeah,
right?
Gabe
No,
Spire hung a curveball left on left, and Bo Naylor saw it and
yeah.
ball.
Um, that game. Who drove in the Americans runs? It was Schwarber
Schwarber. I
and
think Roman Anthony too.
okay, Roman Anthony, who had a
Or
really
no,
good
sorry,
tournament,
Bryce Turang, and
who
then
also had a really good tournament. You could
Pete
make an
Crow
argument
Armstrong.
that Bryce Terang was probably their best player, like in both like defensively and at on the play. We'll get to the all tournament team in a sec, but he's on there. I think Roman
Yeah,
Anthony was on there too. So
but I will say shout out Cal Raleigh.
did a
He
hit.
did not he did not show up.
He literally did not get a hit the whole tournament. Remember when we were
Dude,
talking about, oh, how are they going to?
you and I have the same amount of hits as Cal Raleigh does
Yeah.
in
Remember we were
World Baseball
talking about, oh,
Classic.
how are they going to pick between Schwarber, Rowley, and Smith? It was very easy.
Oh, it was 100% easy. It was not even a question. Like that, and then there's like the pass ball that Cal Raleigh let, which allowed us to have second and third in the first place.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. We could have won, but we didn't. America advanced to the
Yeah, I
semis.
mean, I'll say this: you give Canada credit. Like they made it
No,
much
they
easier
showed
than
up, and I
the
think in 3, 4 years' time, whenever the next tournament is, I would
yeah,
expect, maybe our team to be stronger, have better
yeah.
players, develop more, all that stuff. People are going to want to play baseball.
And you know what, too? Again, if we don't make that error in the third inning, I think we win the game. And if we get timely hitting, I think we win.
Baseball's a game of interest, one
Oh,
thing.
for sure.
All right. So,
That's the crazy thing about it. But
all right. And then the two other games the next day
so March
was
13th, yeah, the first game started off with your people.
dun, dun, da, da, dun, dun, da, da. Yeah, Italy advanced to the semifinals with a really close. Well, yeah, it was a pretty good game against Puerto
It,
Rico.
it was kind of
Uh,
it was kind of like the U.S. game where they're up by 6 runs and then you
yeah,
check about 4 innings later and you're like, oh, they're
yeah,
like
the Italians, man. What can I say? They were
they love giving everyone a heart attack.
it must be the espresso, you know. But yeah, Puerto Rico, honestly, I feel bad for Puerto Rico because like if they had Lindor and
Oh, for sure.
Correa, I
It
think
might be it might be a different it would
I
100% be
think they would have had a very good chance of getting to the finals. But
100%.
like they didn't. So
Exactly.
that
They didn't.
sucks. Um, so
Sucks to suck.
that allowed Italy to capitalize and
Yeah,
win. For Puerto Rico, though, yeah, I wouldn't really sweat this too much. Just try, hopefully in 4 years' time or 3 years' time, you guys can come back and win it all.
absolutely. But I mean, Italy again showing that anything can happen. And the next game that the final quarterfinal or
Now,
fourth,
can I just give myself a pat on the back?
you know
Because
what? I
I'm pretty
will.
sure
Yeah.
going into this game, Japan were probably seen as the favorites. Oh, defending champions, Otani, Yamamoto, Okamoto,
Suzuki,
Murakami, Suzuki. Who am I
and
missing?
Yoshida,
Yoshida, all these guys.
Kikuchi.
Okay, okay, him too. Yeah, all these guys, they're gonna win the tournament again. No, they didn't because the Venezuelans showed up and Venezuela were like that. It's like that team that like, man, once they get a hit, it's like it all
They're
like
sneaky
falls.
good. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They're
it
sneaky
all
good.
it
Like
all falls into place. Once they get a hit, once they show up like that, they're pretty unstoppable. And then
like
we're gonna
it's
talk
like
about the
you know they're good, but you never really
yeah.
think about it until they actually
Well, their
start winning.
lineup was really good. Like on paper, their lineup is really good. Um,
Oh, unreal.
so yeah, Venezuela. What was that game? I don't remember because it was long ago. But
Well, I was
yeah,
watching it with my buddies
the
because we were at
offense.
uh yeah, I honestly it was just both teams like hitting the ball a lot. Just
This
throwing punch,
and this
trading blow
tournament
after blow.
and this tournament, like I really hope Ronald Acuna Jr. Like it made me realize I hope he stays healthy because he is
Yeah.
so freaking like he is so good.
He's so
Not
he's
just
so
that
fun to watch.
yeah, it's not that he's a really good hitter. he can like impact the game like in so
in
many
every,
ways.
yeah, oh, for sure.
He can get on base. He can steal like a couple
The guy
bags. He can,
can, yeah, the guy can defend. Like
yeah,
he can hype your team up if he needs to.
he's
Like
him.
that's
He is
oh,
him.
he is absolutely him. We just
So
need to
like
make sure that
he's on that like level with like Bobby Wood Jr. Uh,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
uh you know,
He just
not
needs to make sure that his knees
yeah.
still
Honestly,
work.
I would put him up there with Judge too. Like on in the best year, he's not the hitter that Judge is, but he's a more of an all-rounder than
Yeah,
Judge.
for sure.
So yeah,
But yeah, so that's Venezuela.
semifinals.
Well, many would
USA
say would pull the upset, but yeah. Sorry. First
semifinals.
semifinals.
USA Dominican. This game was boring, but it was also fun.
It's weird. It was boring, but it was also like
It was boring, but it was
exactly
also must watch because at any time, um,
anything could have happened.
at any time the Dominican offense could have just exploded, but the Americans didn't allow that to happen.
But Paul
Um,
Skeens proving that he is
oh man,
alongside
if he would have played in the final, I wonder how
oh
it turned out.
it might not even be fair,
But
right?
then again, we say that, but Bizarre, what's it? But then
Bazardo.
he was fucking unreal.
Yeah, that's true. He shoved. Like he
Yeah.
that guy was nuts too.
So
Actually,
I
like
wonder if
genuinely.
Skeens would have put, but America was probably thinking, well, this Dominican lineup is better than both the Venezuelan and the Italian. So if we let's put Skeens in now instead of resting him, right? It gives us a better
Yeah,
chance to win,
yeah.
right? So it makes perfect logical sense. Um, so yeah, Dominican, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like a tough one to take because your
It
offense was so,
is.
yeah, their
It is.
offense was so good throughout the whole tournament, and then not even to score 2 runs in a game
You
like
know what?
that.
It's the clutch factor. The clutch factor stayed with the U.S. and the Dominican could not get it done. That last strike call was to end the game. I don't know if you saw it, but like
Yeah.
3-2 ball
Yeah, it was a
would have
Vladimir
been
Guerrero
insane.
Jr. said they have to get ABS into the World Baseball Classic.
You know
I
what though?
don't even
I will give their manager, who is one of the best hitters in the world, Albert Pujols.
Albert
I'll give him
Pujols, yeah.
because he even said he goes, "That's not what makes or breaks the game." He said, "Simply enough, we need it to be better."
But it
Which,
was it, but if that's a ball as it should have been, yeah,
oh, no, I agree, but
right?
in
They
the
get on
same way,
base.
I mean is like, or what he means is they should have they should have pulled it out. Like
Yeah,
they should
no,
have
they didn't lose because of this last strike was called a strike.
exactly.
They-
That's the whole point, right?
yeah,
But
he's right there. But I'm just saying, if that would have been called a ball like it should have been, then you never know.
it might be different for sure.
Exactly. Maybe they hit a walk-off home run to win the game. We don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that was a terrible call. Yeah, I
Just
mean,
fun. Yeah, it's stupid.
yeah, it's just a stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really been keeping up with the ABS and spring training thing. Is it
I
working?
don't know. I think it is working because there's some
Working.
umpires who are not great at their job, so that's where it comes in handy. But
I'm kind of excited to see once the regular season starts
that's as
how it works.
much as I'll say. But
Yeah.
anyway, moving on to the next semifinal, which is
Venezuela, Italy. I
involving your
remember nothing from this game, I'll be honest.
so may I?
Yes,
Um,
go ahead. Uh,
as a Jays fan, we hate this guy because he kind of killed us in the ALCS last year. But Eugenio Suarez, talk about
oh, and he
you
showed
want to
up in the
talk
final
about
too.
dude, you want to talk about a coming out party? I know it sounds weird, but that's what they used to say back then when a guy just started
Yeah.
becoming really good. You want to talk about a coming out party? Eugenio Suarez hits 2 home runs. Um, he if it wasn't for him, I they might not have won. They obviously they wouldn't have won the final, but they might not have even won the semifinal against Italy because
But That's what
You know,
Eugenio Suarez does. He just
dude,
mashes.
he just hits home runs
Yeah,
whenever
like he
he'll strike
literally,
out like 6 times in the previous 2 games, and then you need the guy to hit the game tying
and
home
he'll
run, and
hit
you're like,
it.
dude,
He'll
unreal.
hit
But
it.
um, you know what? Italy had the game under control for 6 innings, and then
Yeah.
in the seventh they
The
started.
espresso machine must have not worked for
Yeah,
this.
or they might have just drank it too fast. They might have
Yeah,
won because Venezuela took the espresso, and next thing
yeah,
you know, or, sorry, Eugenio Suarez took the espresso and put
and
them on their back.
yeah, like, but
Holy
for
shit.
Italy, nothing to be ashamed of. Like, they had
Oh,
a great
absolutely.
tournament. They had a really good tournament.
Listen, this
You
is this is the
talked,
furthest that they've ever gone.
yeah, you
So,
talked about this in the last episode. John Birdie, what's his name?
yeah,
He had a great, like, he made the all tournament team. He was really good.
dude, this
Um,
is that's why this tournament is awesome because it's
yes,
guys who were sort of mediocre major league players or guys who necessarily were under or who or guys who were underrated didn't necessarily get credit. They ball out in these tournaments, and John Birdie did just that. And you know what? Like again, a guy who in the MLB was probably not as good as he was here. Just
I
he
think that's an
killed it.
understatement. What's his MLB
And
career OPS? Probably like 630.
maybe
All
to be
right.
honest, I'm not gonna look it up now, but I mean
That's
it's
just a
definitely
prediction. I
it's
have to
not like
go.
it's not 900, it's not 950. We'll
Yeah,
say
if 700 is if 700 is average, right?
I'd say he's probably slightly under that, but I mean
Yeah,
throw that out the window for this tournament because unreal. Like you said, he was named to the all tournament team, which in a way is a huge thing because that's
no, for
where
sure.
they get the
Yeah,
recognition,
that's the
right?
best.
So
Yeah, you were the best player at your position in the tournament.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh for sure. So, but Team Italy, like you said, nothing to be ashamed of.
but please next in the next tournament we do for this, please let's stop with the espresso thing because it's just kind of corny. Like,
This
can
is coming from an
okay,
Italian
okay,
himself,
can
I
they
gotta
at
say.
least like get something, be a bit more creative? One game it can be an espresso, and next game have like pizza, right?
I
Or
mean,
pasta.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if they would want to eat all that in the bench or on the
Well, I
bench. Like,
don't think espresso is very good to have mid-game because that can get like your stomach kind of riled up. Like it can make you want to go to the
yeah,
washroom.
I know what you mean, actually. Yeah,
So,
I
so
understand that.
I don't, especially if you have like three dingers in a game or like Vinny Pasquantino, two dingers in a game, you're for sure. With my stomach, I would have to go to the washroom. There's no way I would be back out for the next inning to do what I gotta do. Um, so yeah, that's just my sense. Put some pasta, put some pizza, maybe some antipasto sandwiches. Do something else other than espresso. All right, let's
Hashtag
talk about
expose.
the final. This game was
Oh, baby. This was a game for the ages.
This game was freaking amazing. When Bryce Harper hit that home run, you know how a lot of teams when they give up a last minute goal or they give up
Yeah.
a home run in the ninth inning, they kind of like
Mm.
hang their heads down. Venezuela probably just
They, dude, they were like, fuck it. We're gonna
they were like,
score again.
fuck this shit. We're winning this game now. We're not
In
playing around.
fact,
We're not going to
the game
extra innings.
winning, the go ahead hit came from who else?
Yeah,
Eugenio
he
Suarez.
yeah. And who was the pitcher for America in the ninth? Whitlock?
I believe it was Whitlock. Yeah,
Whitlock was
Whitlock.
good the whole tournament, but
I was gonna say, like, this is the only real. I mean, to be honest, that's the only hit. This is the only hit that he gave up in this game.
yeah,
He did
he
walk
was
back
good.
before,
He was
but
very
again,
good.
like, no disrespect to Garrett Whitlock. He's been unreal. He was unreal in this tournament. Just the one time,
Can you
um,
imagine?
yeah, like
Sorry,
literally the one time that he needed to do what he did best, he didn't. And
this is why if Tarek Skubal was there, it would have been
that's the thing too. It might not be close.
yeah. If Tarek Skubal was there, they could have started him. All right. I
100%.
just whatever. That's a different story.
But
Like
I mean, you know what? Like, listen, shit happens, and For some reason, he's
Why did they? Well, they should have just kept him at camp. Why even send him to the tournament in the first place? That's my
yeah.
whole
Like
thing.
I don't want like it's either for me, it's either you're in or you're not. Like
Or here's the thing: they could have been like, okay, you're only starting one game, but you can like come out the bullpen. Imagine if it's Scooble coming out in the ninth inning instead of
they might not. This game, that game might be over in the
right.
because
Well,
the
it was
U.S. might
tied.
have
So
another thing, but
yeah, I also want that's a good thing you mentioned. I also want to celebrate Venezuela's win because they stopped the USA from owning all of the top four sports.
yeah,
If USA would have won this,
because
they would have been champions of the basketball best on best, hockey best on best, and baseball best on best. So shout out Venezuela for stopping that.
here's the other freaky thing about the hockey thing too. Not only did they beat the men and women's teams, they also beat the Canadian Paralympic team in the gold medal game too. I didn't
Oh,
realize
did
that.
they? Oh my God.
So we
Oh,
were, so we, so you know,
hockey is fully America's game now.
we made it to the end, but we came up short three times.
And
Uh,
the men and women's finals both ended in the same score, wasn't
yeah,
it?
and over, yeah,
And
two
overtime.
overtime.
And the
How
women's one was fucking terrible because they scored in the last
two
fucking
minutes?
2 minutes. Those
I
damn
know,
Americans.
but I mean, you know what? On March 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern time,
They there's a
changed.
yes.
It changed because
Now
Venezuela came out and said no.
now
So
luckily
specifically Eugenio Suarez, but
yeah. Now luckily no,
and Michael Garcia. Holy. Oh,
well,
sorry. I didn't mean to cut
well,
you
he
off.
was MVP, but luckily,
As
right?
a
America will never ever be champions of every single best on best sport because they're never going to win the World Cup. So never say never, but like let's be honest,
I mean, you just did, but
like it's a really long shot that America will win the World Cup in my lifetime. Maybe when I'm dead, like they'll figure out like something. I don't know, but yeah, but we'll never know. Fuck, America's gonna win the World Cup this year, isn't aren't they? Now watch, they're gonna just randomly
oh,
turn
well,
up and
guess what? Guess what? It doesn't matter because they didn't win
the World Baseball
this
Class. Yeah,
entire.
they can't win. They can't have all. Yeah.
Listen,
So
in the one tournament that's supposed to be theirs, baseball is called America's pastime, and it's because
yeah,
they
but see,
have
here's the thing.
been.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I'd argue in Central America and South America, baseball is taken more seriously than in the States. Like,
I mean, you know what? I'd say yes and no because I've played against kids in the United States, and they are something else.
I would,
Like it.
but hold on. Is that because America has like the best resources, or is it because they're the best players?
To be honest, I think it's both. I think it goes hand in hand is because
Yeah,
these kids because they start so young, right? They start so early, and then by the time they're 15, 16, they're freaks, and then by the time they're 17, 18, 19 is draft time, give me a contract, right? And even the ones who don't get contracts out of high school, they go play Division 1 for 3 years, 21 at 21 years old they get drafted again and because they've got the chance to play Division 1 baseball for 3 years, they're all freaks. But even in high school, like you have 14-year-olds throwing 90 miles an hour in the US. Like tell me that's not
I
crazy.
see what you're saying, but also at the same time, that probably happens in like countries like the Dominican Republic and Cuba and Puerto Rico too, but they just don't
Oh,
have a chance.
like I'm not denying it, but I'm just saying that in the US they have so many resources that they can do it
Yeah,
with more
that's
kids at once.
That's what I'm saying. I think America has by far the best of resources, which is why they're giving a chance because they're also talented, and with the resources that they have, that's why they are where they are. Whereas countries like Cuba, Puerto Rico, well, Puerto Rico's not a country, but whatever, Cuba, Puerto Rico, uh, Venezuela, all these players, baseball is pretty much like all they have, because a lot of them come from very um, poor surroundings.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, it's again, right? It's different than living in the United States where you have way more.
Yeah, you have a lot more.
But that's partly why I do think the US is still the best because
Yeah.
up and down, even their under 18s teams and like their collegiate national teams are pretty damn good. Like there's this tournament called the U18 Baseball World Cup, and the United States has won it like upwards of what 11, 12 times, and a lot of those kids at the U18 level have gone on to either play in the MLB or get drafted or just stuff like that, right?
All right, let's talk about the all tournament team really quickly. Um, so catcher, Austin Wells, the DR. Um, it's really, really shocking. Like, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
mean,
it just is. This guy had 2 home runs. He had a 1.086 OPS. Um, yeah, he's a backup catcher with the Yankees. And to have that kind of tournament,
are you
I
sure?
mean,
Who's their number one then?
it is it
It's
is
not. It's not Ben Rice because he plays first base for
it's the
them
dude, isn't it the
usually.
dude with the mustache? What's his name? Um, oh my God. He's a good one. He's a good player too. Doesn't he hit like a bunch of home runs? The guy
Yeah,
with the
Austin
mustache.
Wells. Austin Wells is the with the mustache, bro.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's Austin Wells.
Who's their number one? I said backup because that's what
Austin Wells is their number one.
so who's their backup?
Um, Ben Rice,
But he's their
but he
first
also,
base.
but he originally he was a catcher.
Okay, whatever. Uh, Sportsnet. Um, oh, it didn't say backup. It said backstop. My bad. All
This
right.
guy can't read.
First base was Luis Arias, who drove in 10
Which
runs.
I, yeah,
Holy shit.
he did like the one thing that you would never expect him to do. Holy,
Does he do that this season with the Padres?
not a chance. No shot. No shot. Like
Okay.
like I said, even the John Birdie thing, you ball out on the international stage.
Second base was Bryce Terang from
You know
America.
what? I think this guy was freaking amazing, man.
Is he
Like,
well, unlike Arias and Austin Wells, he also is pretty good for the Brewers. Like he's not like a
yeah.
huge power guy, but he gets
But
on
you know what?
base.
Like the guy can play defense.
He gets
He's
on base. Yeah, he's good.
you know, he can drive in runs when he needs to. He gets on
Yeah,
base a lot. I think he's like the most underrated.
yeah,
Uh,
he's very
Him
good.
or the next guy, to be honest, Mike Garcia is pretty underrated too.
Well, will be he won MVP?
I
Uh,
know, but I would say up until now, no one necessarily thought of him as like a threat. I always knew he's a threat because there was like times during the year, last year especially, where he would just go on like a 10 game hitting streak, like it's nothing. And then he's really good at defense. Like he won a gold glove last year and he was an all-star. Um,
yeah,
so
he's
congrats
the
to
one
Mike
that he's
Garcia.
the one that got the game going against Italy. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Shortstop, another Venezuelan, Ezekiel Tovar. Um,
He had a really good tournament too, man.
he's another guy that's like kind of like Miguel Garcia. He's kind of like forgotten.
Yeah.
Um,
He's kind of like you don't necessarily
yeah, you don't
realize
really like care
that
about like
it's also because he plays for the Rockies. Like,
that's
no
true. That's true.
disrespect, but
No.
hate to
Full
say it.
disrespect. Full disrespect because the Rockies suck. Yeah.
It's
Like
like guys who play for the White Sox. Like no one like
yeah. Like I'm
you know,
sorry.
like one of my best friends, he even said to me one day, he goes, "Who the fuck's on the White Sox?" I was like Jonathan Cannon or Shane Smith. Those are two starters that were solid enough for them, but like
Dude, the White
outside
Sox
of
and
that, like
Rockies are so bad that if they played like a basketball or hockey schedule, then they would be a playoff team. Like just think about
yeah,
that. All right.
dude.
Okay. Outfield is Roman Anthony, Fernando Tatis, and Dante Nori.
Who
And
is also
then
Canadian, might I add.
Nori.
Yeah, he is. He was born in Toronto.
And then Fernando, that's right, you did mention that. Fernando Tatis, this is what he needs to do for a club level. Because last season he was really good still, but like he wasn't like MVP conversations, which what we kind of know him potentially he
Yeah,
can be, right? Like it's kind of like how Vladimir Guerrero Jr. a couple of years ago, like yeah, he's good, but like we know he has another level, right?
yeah.
That's kind of like what I think of Fernando Tatis. He needs to have this
Yeah.
kind of production for the Padres. All
Oh,
right.
for sure.
Designated hitter was Shohei Ohtani, obviously,
Who else? Who else is
be-
surprised? Hit a grand slam against my people, and
because it's Ohtani and he's really good. Everywhere he goes, he'll be the all tournament team
yeah,
or all first team or whatever.
probably. And it's just
Uh,
one of those things where the guy's a freak, so you just
yeah.
accept.
And then the pitchers are Paul Skeens, Logan Webb, and
And
Aaron
your
Nola.
boy, Aaron Nola,
Yes.
who easily could have pitched for the United
Oh my
States in the
God. If Tarek Skubal played the full tournament, they probably would have had the three
an
all.
All-American
Yes.
pitcher.
Yes. Logan
But
Webb
I
just
mean,
really underrated. He's so good.
yeah,
He's so, so
Logan Webb,
good.
Paul Skeens again showing why he's so damn good in the MLB.
Speaking of Logan Webb, let's just talk about this while we can. The Giants uniforms, did you see them? I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, yeah, you sent it to me.
Like, I'm not a big fan of them. I like the colorway, but I don't like the Gigantes thing. You said that's
Yeah,
patent.
yeah.
I'm sorry, that just looks corny. But yeah, all right, we're gonna run out of time, so I hope everybody enjoyed that episode. World Baseball Classic, really good. So yeah, Justin,
Thanks
carry
for
us away.
walking past the scoreboard, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Follow us on social media, and we'll
Canada's
be
gonna win the World Cup. We're gonna beat USA in the final.
we'll be back with another episode next
Are we
week.
gonna preview the World Cup? You're not really a soccer guy. Oh, fuck.